Well, hello! Today we're going to have a little fun making fireworks in a jar. How perfect for the summer, because we celebrate our nation's birthday on July 4th, so why not make some fireworks in a jar with some science behind it? So what we are going to need is a mason jar or a clear cup that you're going to fill 3/4 full. It doesn't need to be exact, full of warm water. Okay, that may be a little over, but I think that'll be fine. You're gonna need 3 tablespoons of oil. So and that needs to be in a separate container. So I'm just going to. And then you're gonna need some food coloring. Traditional food coloring, which is water-based. Now this is oil. Have you ever heard that you can't mix water with oil? Well, that is going to be very important for the experiment we're doing today. So I'm putting in 3 tablespoons of oil. And then I need to choose the colors I want to make my fireworks. So I am going to use today green, yellow, and red. I tried doing this earlier, and when I put the blue in, it seemed to fall. I don't want to give away the experiment, but the blue wasn't working out for me. It might have just been my food coloring. It might not have been water-based. So for now, I'm going to use this. So we're going to put some drips of food coloring in, about 3 or 4 drips. But I want you to look very careful to see what happens. As I said, food coloring is water-based, and water and oil cannot be mixed. So let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that interesting? So the little drops are not mixing with the oil, so they look like little balls. It's a good way to show how oil and water do not mix. 1, 2, 3. I seem to have an extra, so I'll do 4. And let's try the red. So when 2 liquids cannot form a mixture, they are called immiscible. And it doesn't look like these little droplets want to mix with the oil at all. All right, I am going to take a spoon and I'm going to mix them up a bit to break them up. They're not going to mix no matter how hard I try, but they will break up into smaller pieces. Look at that. And the only reason why I am doing this is because it'll make our little firework display happen quicker if they're in smaller pieces. This is the first time I tried. I didn't do the mixing part, and I had to wait a long time for the show. This will make it go quick. All right, once you do that, and you have your little pieces, and notice the food coloring has not mixed at all with the oil. I'm going to pour this very carefully into my mixture of water. And then we're going to see the fireworks happen. And I'm also going to have with me a white piece of paper that I'm going to put behind here just in case you're having trouble seeing. But you'll be seeing it from the top too. So I'm not just going to dump it in. I tried that the first time. I decided I'm going to do it very gently. I'm going to pour the oil into the water and make sure all my little drops come too. And watch the magic happen. I already see it happening. I see some magic happening. Look at that. Do you see that? All the colors are coming down. It makes a beautiful display. And you can use more colors. You can use more colors if you want. You can try it again and again, but you gotta make sure you clean up your little jar. All right, so now to talk a little bit about the science behind this. So, the reason why we can see this happen is because, first of all, oil is less dense than water. So it's gonna float to the top. Density is the measurement of how heavy something is. So since oil is lighter than water, it's going to float right up to the top. So that's what makes the oil stay on the top. It's less dense. But when you add the food coloring is more dense because it has water in it. And that is going to make it fall down. And that's how it slowly falls from the top and makes the fireworks. So it slides down to the bottom. We have quite a display there now. So you can watch the magic happen over and over again if you want to do that again. And I think you learned a little bit about how oil and water don't mix and what density is all about. I'll see you next time.